Alright, so who do we want to start off with tonight? Actually, let's get our rolls out of the way. Join us at the table, my friend. You can join us while eating. Okay, fine. Go ahead and roll for him then.
Alright, which ones?
So, well, the white, you got to roll one too, so get two of them, because there's three now.
Get back.
And I guess when Jeff's here, he can roll for himself.
Two dark, one light, and yeah.
Alright. Not a bad start. Give me one. I get to roll two.
The natural state of the universe is not caring about your problems.
So now it's 4 dark.
Oh!
Because I got 2 dark as well. So the force is out of balance completely. Hey now, this isn't the 90s anymore. We don't say whack.
Yeah.
We say crap.
Alright.
And then we have some extra rolls we get to make now that we've got duty and obligations.
Addiction. You made a promise, keep it.
Alright, so this is the thing I got a to-do list now for the start of every session. Alright, we did the destiny roll. Obligation check. Let's see, so before each session I'll roll percentile dice and compare the results of the group's current outstanding obligations. And if the roll is greater than the party's total obligation, then their obligation is low enough that they're what's your obligation at, by the way? 5? Okay, so yours is at 5 also. Everybody starts at 5. Okay, so then only 2 of you are here currently. I can only really get, if I get past 10, you're in the clear obligation-wise tonight. You are in the clear tonight for obligations.
Hooray.
Otherwise, one of them would have been triggered. Duty check, same thing. What did I roll? 41? I think that would have still been under even if everybody was here. 8 of you. Would have been just past all of you. Barely. Alright, so then, yeah, you really are in the clear. I was just wondering in my head, so that way, in case somebody else's who's not here, obligation came up. 71. You guys are still in the clear on that, too.
We only have one player with a duty of 10.
Yeah. And even then, that's still too low for you guys.
Yeah.
Because that would put you at 45. So, no duties or obligations were activated tonight.
Yay! Yay.
Even with a big group, you guys somehow... Because I even started doing the math for, as a group.
Yeah.
And, yep, still completely in the clear, because it would be 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I rolled a 41 on that first one. And then he said for the duty, somebody has 10, which means even with that, I rolled a 71 on that one. You guys were in the clear. Because that would have only been a 45 max.
Check Charlie's character. I think he's the 10 duty point.
I can.
Yeah, just so we know for future. No, Aeson is.
Oh.
He took space superiority and counterintelligence. Because you can choose to take more than one. Charlie actually currently doesn't have an obligation or duty not written down. I think Jake and Kenny only picked out their obligations. Because they were looking at this book, the beta version, at the time when they were making their character, which would have given them the obligation stuff, but not the duty. Because Edge of the Empire doesn't have duty. Age of Rebellion has duty. I'm saying duty too much. Duty. Alright. Well, who do we want to start with tonight?
Oh,
okay. So we're going to start on the ship filled with a bunch of PCs who aren't here and you.
And this guy.
Currently I'm shoveling food in my face.
That's fair. I'm checking my to-do list at the beginning of each game to make sure. Yep. Okay. We did all the things on my to-do at the beginning, so we're good.
Alright.
I feel accomplished. Alright, so you're on the ship. I mean, are you going to help repair it at this point? Because you left off with the ship in kind of disrepair and you need to get back on the plane.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. So, over here is where the drive is. So,
I'm assuming that needs fixed.
yeah. According to, actually you don't know.
How do I fix it?
Actually you don't know. You gotta look at the computers first.
Alright,
Which you were in that room, so. Aeson points out that the computers are kind of here to kind of look at what's wrong. Give me a computers check.
Computers.
I mean, it makes sense to do a computers.
Computers, they are a career skill, and there is 1 rank in them.
Okay, so you have a rank in computers, and computers is intelligence-based, right?
Yeah.
Or intellect is what we call it in this game. So you got a yellow, and what's your intellect?
Intellect is 2.
Okay, yellow and a green. And then add 2 purple.
Oh, great.
You can
No,
do that.
it'll be fine, probably.
Yeah, we get to roll our own poison. Yeah!
Great.
Well, we got enough dice to do it now.
Right?
Actually, it was 1 green anyways, right?
Oh, sorry.
That worked out, so you're good. Well, you pass, but there's a threat. So how do you want so kind of just describe what you're doing while you're looking through the computer systems.
So he doesn't use computers a lot. Let's say that.
Okay.
You downloaded a virus.
He doesn't know how to close this game's equivalent of the pop-up tab.
So you're kind of just...
I got it. Hold on a second. He's trying to scroll through, right? And then he clicks on a pop-up tab that says, a woman near you is 5 miles away.
Oh.
He's just like, no, don't do that.
But like his problem is he doesn't know how to close like the pop-up tabs. He can like use everything else just fine, but he can close pop-up tabs.
Okay. So, in that case, so you do figure out what's
Why do
wrong.
I have to enter my credit information?
So as you're grandpawing it through, you manage to... I don't even know how to punish you.
The punishment enough.
Okay, well you do manage to find your way, and you...
He's short 20 credits.
How much
Not
do
out
you
of my
have?
meager supply of 500.
Oh, okay, that's not a big problem. It was a 20 credit fee for that website you wanted to join. Although it doesn't apply for 2 weeks, so you're fine. As long as you remember to cancel before the 2 weeks. But you won't because it was in fine print.
Alright, so how do I fix the thing?
Alright, well, it is a mechanics check because it is a mechanical device.
Ah, shit, I didn't put rings on.
That's fine, you can still make rolls on it.
I don't think skullduggery would help.
What's a mechanic thing?
Mechanics is intellect.
Okay, and you said you had 2 in intellect?
Yes.
Okay, so that would just be 2 green,
Okay.
and it'd be a purple. 2 purple.
Oh, great.
Well, what's his background? If he has a background in mechanics, then...
He's a sniper.
I don't understand this.
I was about to say, if he had some sort of a mechanics background as a backstory, I'd give him a boost.
Honestly,
Career
because you're from
spy.
because you're from the Sith Empire, you were probably a slave who was then forced to become a spy sniper, which means you probably have no mechanical background.
I don't know.
Sit back.
It's only because like the Sith Empire is very xenophobic.
Yeah.
Mingle, you bastard.
Yeah, that's basically part of their thing. Yeah,
Alright.
unfortunately,
Yeah. I'm gonna do
but
it.
somehow you're still loyal to them.
Somehow.
They now pay him, that's why. He now has the money to screw up with those websites.
See, you're okay with messing up on those websites because it's technically not your money; it's the Sith Empire's money.
You can steal as much money as you want. Just pay back the Inquisition.
If you get really smart, you just find out what the Emperor's background credit card information. Start using that number.
And then the Emperor's just like, "Where is this money going?" www.bigbutts.com. I've never even heard of it.
Sorry, Revan, you're gonna be broke. I'm gonna roll.
SexyTwi'leks.com. What?
Why would I go there? Well, actually, it doesn't.
Why have I gone there?
I don't like Twi'leks.
I think this. I can't tell. Did this even out?
No. Because this is equal to that, and that's the same symbol as that, these are failures. This is the disadvantages, and that's the advantages. So you got no successes, but you got 2. So you failed. So you didn't fix it, but it's not worse than it was. So that's good news. You actually got 2 advantages that you can use on something. You can actually use those for later to make your rolls better.
Okay.
If you want. You can actually put that in now, because you could still be working on it. So you can actually increase both of those greens to yellows, because you got 2 advantages. Well, I mean, really all that... I mean, because you got to work on that engine still.
Yeah. Is there an actual mechanic here? Because
You can do it... No, seriously. You can convert the 2 greens to yellows now.
Yeah.
And re-roll it.
I would like to.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, seriously. It wasn't that big of a deal.
It's fucking engines.
Yeah. It's an engine. Is that what you're saying? Like, fucking engine.
Yeah. Like...
No, I
But no, he's signing it though. He's like, that's why you can't repair things. You're signing it while you're repairing.
I didn't make it better.
Where's the? Oh,
There's
there it is.
one and there's the other one.
Let's see. Actually, it evened out.
Yay! Nothing happened.
Oh wait, nope. Sorry. It failed. Sorry, I read that wrong. Those are the failures. So it failed, but you still got an advantage again. Once again, it's not breaking worse, but it's not getting better. You want to call a friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
gonna phone a friend?
Yeah, he's gonna let.
This is who wants to be a engineer?
Oh, I got it. Let me pick me.
Okay, you gotta
It's the
call
only
him.
other guy.
You gotta call him.
Call one of the engineers downstairs.
Okay, so there are you can roleplay the engineers. So let's see, what do we got? Oh yeah, we got the torturer who can also be an engineer. So
Oh, great.
Oh, cool.
it's this guy. Have you seen Clone Wars?
Yes.
It's that same repair droid that Grievous had. So now you're there.
What you need?
Why does he have an accent?
He doesn't need an accent. He doesn't even talk.
Yeah. Engine's broken. I've been trying to fix it for half an hour.
I wouldn't say it's been that long, but
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
What would you say my character's skills are for
Well, he definitely has ranks in mechanics.
How many ranks? For fairness' sake, do you want to say
2 yellow and a green.
2 yellow and a green?
Yeah, because you'd have like 3 intelligence, and then
Do you need it?
Got it.
I'm just gonna put that over there.
I need to get my cards. I have cards for NPCs. Let me make that roll. Let me see if there's a good mechanic card. Critical hits in case you guys get critically hit while on the ship. Just in case.
Ah.
You know, you never know. Here's a critical injury in case you guys get critically injured.
But that's what I rolled.
What'd you get? Did you really roll that, or just?
Supremely good roll.
Did you really roll that, or just
Yes.
put it down?
I rolled that. I was like, wait a minute, he doesn't want me to look yet.
Okay.
And then it took my hand away. I was like, oh my god, I got a good roll.
Well, hold on, let me see. Oh, maintenance droid. That actually fits
Sure.
kind of the description. Man, maintenance droids suck in this card. You'd only have 1 rank of mechanics and 1 intellect. That's dumb. You wouldn't be able to fix anything.
Right?
Okay, we're going with what I gave you.
Sweet. I rolled like a god. 3 bangs and a saber.
And what was... Oh, and there was no purples. Huh. You got lucky, is more of what happened.
I did mention that I'm a really good die roller, right?
Alright, so you definitely fix it, and you in fact make it to where the ship is now able to run faster. Woo!
Is that all?
Yes, thank you.
Back to torturing. This is the torture room, because see, I even got little torture weapons in there.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And you
That's why it's like a 3 by
hear
1
a lot
room.
of Wilhelm screaming in the background.
That's why it's a 3 by 1 room with a metal chair. Tiny room with all the bad stuff.
For it to be a really good torture chamber for the person that I'm putting in the chamber, it should be like a 1.5 by 1. So they're like having to squat, but they can't really squat.
Oh, ooh. Or you also have it to where the chair doesn't have a bottom. In Casino.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I
That's
still rolled like a god, and I just like threw it over.
Yeah. So anyways, are you gonna report back to Aeson then that it's fixed?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna try to take the credit?
No. That's not this guy's thing.
Okay.
What?
Good of you.
How sweet.
I'm
You're
not
nice to the
credit
torture
stealing
droid.
piece.
I fixed it.
I fixed it, not your stupid torture droid. Torture droid comes in like, what'd you say? I didn't say anything.
As he's holding a majorly large probe.
No, it's like a razor, like, it's like running as he says it. And he's just like, I didn't, and the funny part is that he heard it despite the fact that you were sign languaging.
Felt it in the force.
I didn't say anything, which is technically true.
I didn't say shit. The problem is fixed. Also, you may want to give that torture droid a raise.
Oh, don't worry. His raise comes in the people I deliver to him.
Alright.
He is programmed to enjoy his work.
Yay, more people.
The problem is resolved.
Alright, so obviously Aeson then starts to set a course so you guys can get back to the planet. As currently you guys were kind of just drifting in space. Thankfully you were in the orbit of the planet, so there was that.
It stays relatively in the same area.
Yeah. You were just kind of for 10 minutes starting to circle around the planet, so you might have to readjust the course a little bit. I mean, 10 minutes isn't going to throw you off too much, but, relativity.
Yay.
Now you get it.
I mean, God, it's only rocket science.
Alright.
Alright, so you guys make it. While you guys are flying there, let's go ahead and cut to this one. Have you texted Jeff to see if he's... Artemis?
Huh?
Have you contacted Jeff since... Okay, I'll text him and see if he's about... But in the meantime, we're going to you.
Hold on. Gotta start this out right.
Oh, you gotta get that.
Yeah.
I can do it. I don't even need one. Hi, guys.
Oh, how I was gonna respond. Hey, man.
Close enough. Except obviously I could, because it wasn't a real one, I could take in more without messing up the...
I was about to say, I could take in more, but it would rip the shit out of the coil.
Yeah, I don't want you to do that. Especially since you owe JP's character a bunch. No, JP's character owes you a bunch. I did that for you.
Feed that addiction.
Yeah, that addiction that thankfully you don't have to worry about tonight. Alright, so you guys just won a battle.
Yeah, man. Victory goes to us, man.
Right, so you're with Josh's character and Constance's character, as well as the Havoc Squad.
And I was
Isn't
going,
Constance,
whoa.
like-
She's not playing anymore, but
Yeah, didn't she get blown up?
no. Well, she got blown up, and she's critically injured. That's right. That's something that happened. We got to use the critical injury deck for the first time. So it was an easy one, if I remember correctly.
I do not.
I think it was an easy check to save her, and I think Josh had mentioned that he might want to try saving her, but I don't know if he still wants to. So, you have a critically injured crew member.
Yeah. Oh no, what happened, man?
Well, okay, so I'm gonna kind of reveal what happened since you would have kind of been around somewhere. You just wouldn't have been in the vicinity. So basically, somebody suicide bombed at her.
Not
Yeah.
intentionally.
Not intentionally, but it
Yeah.
happened.
Man, but I'd have to go and clean up the mess.
Actually, you might have to help bring them by. Well, Jack is like, actually, you gotta help bring the injured quick to medbay.
Right, man. You got this, man. Fix her up and...
All right.
You're a smart man. What's your name?
Jack. I'm.
Well, Jack, I'll talk to your superiors about getting you a small raise.
At a game, do you want to know his actual position?
Yeah.
He's currently the head of Havoc Squad.
Talk to his superiors.
I mean, that would be like Jedi at this point. And maybe the Supreme Commander of the Republic Army.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like, 3 other people over him.
Mm-hmm. We're still superiors.
Barely. Only because he got promoted because of death. Which was a joke we had last game. I think you were here for that part. When we joked about him being drunk and being promoted over death. Oh, okay. Yeah, he was promoted because of the deaths of Malcolm and Tavis. So, because of that, he's now the head of Havoc Squad. And last time we joked that he got really drunk the night before the battle.
Oh, then I guess I retconned what I just said. And be like, good job, man. Glad to see your money's not going to waste.
Glad to see you didn't screw up like the rest of your teammates.
Glad to see you didn't die like the guy you took the place of. So Lily is coughing as you carry her, and she's like, what happened?
Oh, blow the fuck up, man. I'm glad to see you're still alive.
Barely.
Barely only counts with insert Star Wars
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Horseshoes and hand grenades are a thing.
I mean, hand grenades are. She got blown up by one.
I mean, like, were they special plasma grenades, like in Halo or something?
No, they were just regular. No, because
Just
most
grenades.
grenades are frags. I mean,
Okay.
in the Star Wars universe,
Okay.
the exception is like thermals, but those are like rare. Like thermals.
Those are
ones-
for when you really hate
Yeah,
someone.
those are for when you really want to get rid of someone. Actually, I think she did get blown up by a thermal. I think we did use thermal stats.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember. I think
Could
we
be
did,
either
though.
one. Maybe a weird mixed grenade.
Continuing on.
Either way, she's hurt.
But shh, stop talking, man, so you don't kill yourself.
Are we gonna get a tree romance
No.
with a chiss?
No, he's just putting it like a vine over her mouth.
But you're also carrying her,
Yes, but I'm
which
also...
makes it more romantic. By default.
Sorry, I'm gonna kill your traitor girlfriend. I gotta make sure.
Oh yeah, because technically,
I'm the one
you know
who
about
put the hit out.
Yeah, you put the hit on her. You issued Order 66 on her.
Or
Yeah,
like-
because he tried to have her join, and she was like, "No, I don't want to go." And so he was like, "All right."
well, okay.
And then he ordered a false claim to the keeper that she was a traitor, which got keeper to start sending assassins after her. So she's basically doing, I guess, Mission Impossible when you think about it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she's not getting contact high.
From
Me.
I don't know. I think like the scorch marks might fix that problem.
Yeah. I think
Those are the more concerning matter. You can't go in here. Why? You're under the influence.
Yeah, but I'm trying to save this girl's life, man.
so. Anyways, you do eventually bring her to the med bay safely,
Okay.
and so the droid's like, "Oh goodness, what happened?
She got blowed the fuck up, man.
Oh, quick! You seem to bring in a lot of injured people."
It's a gift, really.
And as you say that, the droid looks over at Lily and is like, "If I were you, I'd stay away from him."
It's bad. Honestly, if this keeps happening, this droid's gonna fucking hate you.
But my response is more like, wait a minute, man, I'm trying to do the right thing and save people's lives. I just happen to be around when bad things happen.
Exactly.
Completely circumstantial.
Well, by my numbers, actually, yeah, by my numbers, yeah, that sounds about right.
It's around 30 when you call bullshit up that one.
So
At least I'm
anyway,
not the cause of the problems.
for all we know,
I'm pretty sure I would know.
so the droid's prepping her to put her in a Bacta tank. That way, well, a Kolto tank, because Bacta doesn't exist yet. So, Kolto is basically what Bacta's made out of, except it's the raw Kolto form. It's kind of like the difference between spice and real, which if you listen to the other Star Wars game that we had. You know the difference.
Yeah.
One is definitely stronger than the other. So she'll be healed in no time. Probably.
That's good.
In fact, I actually should make a roll.
Oh.
Because we got...
They made it worse. Somehow.
Here we go, physician. Oh, that's not bad. What's medicine? That's an intellect, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 yellows and a green.
Ooh.
And
Should
then...
the DM be making that secret roll?
You can roll it, it's not a secret. And then roll a purple, because she only had 1 purple, I think. Let me double check.
3 yellows, a green, and a purple?
Yep.
Booster setbacks?
Because let's see, hold on, I'm looking up because I was confused.
Or do you want to upgrade the purple to a red or whatever?
I want to double check what her crit was. Yeah, because she had the stinger, so yeah, it's only 1.
Okay.
Oh,
Fuck.
pick that back up. Reroll. What'd you get?
I got a bang, 3 horseshoes versus
3,
3 of those, so it's just a bang.
which means you succeeded.
Yep.
So, yeah, so she'll be healed up in like a few hours in game.
My character will be the nice guy and wait.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to cut back to Seth then when he gets back. Feel like whatever happened. Well, no, because a few stuff happened there, so I guess.
Especially since the doctor is now accusing me of being the cause of these problems. My character is now thinking on it. Am I?
So at this point, Venzalo walks in and he pats you on the shoulder. He's like, "Merrick, hello.
Hi.
How are you?"
Oh, you know, just thinking about stuff.
Yeah, stuff tends to be a good thing to think upon. He's learning your language.
Not this kind of stuff, though.
Oh? What's on your mind?
The doctor keeps thinking that I'm the cause of these problems when I bring him to medbay. And I don't think that's the case, but then again, becoming really habitual lately.
Well, I see it as the Force just happens to be guiding you to the right place at the right time. Without you, Bastil wouldn't be around.
Right.
And without you, Lily wouldn't be around. And he kind of sits down next to you while discussing these things.
He offers the vape.
Oh, no, thank you. I've sworn off that type of thing a long time ago.
It won't fuck you up that bad.
But, yeah, I see it as you just being at the right place at the right time.
Okay.
And the Force is kind of just guiding you.
Hmm.
I wish I could...
In what direction do you feel it's leading me, though?
Well, it seems it keeps leading you as a savior in a way. Unfortunately, I don't feel the same about myself right now.
What's wrong?
I'm kind of feeling the same kind of thing you are. Well, I mean, 2 of my Padawans are dead, for all I know. After all, we don't know what happened to Preslia. And I do know for sure that we lost my other apprentice. Because I felt her death.
Padawan, isn't it like y'all's children or something?
It's kind of like the role you serve for Zem, a student.
Oh. Right, but aren't you like their legal guardian until they are, like, old enough to be considered on their own?
And
so
in some regard.
In a way, you're like their parent. So I can see where this would be a difficult thing to push through. But,
well, it hurts even more not knowing in the case of Preslia.
yeah.
Because it kind of feels like the fact that I felt one of my students' deaths, but not my other one, it makes it feel like I wasn't close enough. That, or she is alive and we abandoned her.
Not actually laughing at him.
No, I know. Are you laughing out of character?
Yeah.
Didn't feel that alignment shift.
Well, no, because, I mean, yeah, because usually a master does usually feel the death of their Padawans, which is why, in this case, I thought it would be interesting storytelling in the case of Charlie's character, if his master had all these anxieties built up about it, about not knowing. I figured that'd be good out-of-game, like, fun.
What would be a thing that the monks would have taught me about getting over this sort of thing?
Yeah, because, I mean, the monks and the Jedi aren't that far apart, and ideology.
I mean,
Which is kind of why it kind of fits.
They're not that far apart, but then again, they still have quite a divergence and difference in what is acceptable to use.
Oh, you mean like weaponry?
Weaponry and whatever else.
So does that mean your character doesn't use a lightsaber at all?
I mean, I use a lightsaber. The monks are attuned to using sabers because we're also Force users.
Yeah.
And
Well, I just didn't know if that was
using traditional styles, I guess.
Oh, okay. Which, I mean, Zim wouldn't be forcing you to learn other styles if... So, honestly, in your case, fitting into the Jedi kind of works out pretty well. Kind of works out that it was the Jedi who found you and not the Sith.
I guess.
I mean, it works in your favor. At least when it comes to ideology.
But ideology-wise, the monks would have taught me something about getting over...
Yeah, letting go.
Letting go, or even remain cautiously optimistic in the event that you do find her.
Which one are you guiding? Are you probably leaning towards telling them?
The cautiously optimistic.
Because I do plan to eventually, when they do see each other, I'm going to be great. Which is also why I'm leading into him having these feelings. Because I feel like him having these feelings is kind of important to getting to when they see each other again.
Based on what I know about the character, would I say that he was a good master?
I mean, from what you saw of Charlie's character, yes. Because you don't know that Charlie...
Right, but what I know of this character, the one that I'm talking to, would you say that I would know that he's a good master?
Yes, because he's very much... he's more of a warrior type knight, but he is still caring and looks out for his students.
Based on what I've seen of you, and I know I don't know you that well, I'd say that you were a fantastic master. You really were. Probably one of the more upstanding father figure type Jedi that I've ever seen, and I've only seen like 6, so I couldn't really give you the fairest of anything. But like, you're a really strong leader, and I think that a lot of Padawans would look up to you in that regard. So I wouldn't say that you've lost your Padawan and you weren't close enough to her. I would say that she is probably around somewhere. She's just not available or conscious enough for you to feel her.
Thank you. It's kind of good having an outside opinion, because you're not... No offense, you're not a Jedi, even though Zen took you in.
I know.
But it's kind of, I guess that's kind of the point of why Zen brought you in, was to kind of get the differing opinions.
Really helps.
Drugs.
Really helps broaden the mind.
Well, I think I should go and prepare us for our next mission.
Right on, man. I'm gonna be waiting until Lily gets out of the med bay.
Alright, so at this point, let's cut back to you.
Hey, hi, I have a question.
To
It is to,
Aeson?
yes.
Okay.
Who runs this? And he points to the fucking site thing. Can you tell me who they are?
To the
Oh, he
site?
just gestures the whole site.
Like which site? Like the... oh, like the planet?
No,
Oh,
like
you
the
mean the
one
ones-
who's got, the one who's about to have severe problems. So the one that took $20 from
Oh,
me?
yeah, your website, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, who runs this and where are they?
He's gonna blow up the place.
Well, they are currently in the Sezwina sector. Which...
Alright, well, thank you for that. Is there anything you need done?
We should just get everybody prepared for landing so that way we can start our search.
Ah!
Wow, okay.
Alright.
I have to roll something here.
Oh dear.
Don't worry, it's not for any of you guys.
Oh. That doesn't make it better.
It's for somebody that's not here.
Alright, so I guess...
Okay. So, as you guys are getting ready to land, you get a call. Like, on the actual ship's comps.
Alright.
You see Chikara and you can see her face has been scarred a bit.
You look like you've seen better days.
Is that what you actually say?
Let's see, how ballsy is Pants?
How ballsy is Pants? Well, he's in pants.
You must wear the pants. You must live up to your name. Be the pants.
So is that
I'm
what you
going
actually
to
say?
die.
Is that what you actually say?
Yeah.
Well, it appears somebody broke off from the blockade and left us. And my master was not very pleased about that.
Mm.
And when when he's not pleased, start to see like everything around her, like in the hollow, kind of shaking, as if there's a force quake going. I'm not pleased. We lost the battle.
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
You're right. It is unfortunate for you.
Oh.
That's when his nutsack just goes.
You see, because Aeson and you were supposed to appear here. Aeson made an agreement with us to help fight. But he left only a couple of his ships. And in fact, sent one of his aboard my master ship. For who knows what reason.
Pantaleimon know about the chip or not?
About what?
The
The
chip.
girl?
The chip she was supposed to get.
The chip?
Like the intel chip she was supposed to
Oh
get.
yeah, because she was, wasn't she just there to get JP?
She was just there to give her like this information chip.
To get JP onto the ship with you guys.
Yeah.
Were you kind of involved with that conversation?
I think... I forget what he was doing at the time. I think it was just standing ominously in
Okay,
the
then you
corner.
probably know.
Get the information chip?
What information chip? And you start... she's not powerful enough for that yet. You kind of just... around you kind of see something like a small part of the ship fly on your ship.
Ah.
And kind of fly towards you but misses.
Nope, I'm not gonna say
Are you
that.
gonna lie? Please tell me you're gonna lie.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm not paying for that.
Well, it is under my... yeah, because Aeson's kind of looking at you like, my ship.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that. I'm not.
Hold on.
Can't tell this guy what to do.
Are you saying this to her or kind of to both? Since they're both kind of looking at you.
They must both be like ready to fucking murder me. Look, I can't tell you what to do with this guy's ship. They took off. I had nothing to do with them leaving.
My fellow Empire people, I did not have sex with that woman.
Well, look. From now on, if Aeson doesn't do what he promised, it is your job to ensure he does.
Okay.
And she says, because if you don't make sure, I'll make sure that you don't forget ever again.
Alright.
Now, you're going to leave wherever you're at, and you're going to turn the ship around and bring it back to the Seswina sector.
Oh, that works out perfectly.
I have business to attend to that anyway.
As we are going to prepare to take back our blockade.
Formations are shit, by the way.
Is that what you say?
Just ending on that note. Nah, I'm not gonna have...
I mean, you already got...
She's gonna force teleport and just kill you.
I mean, she's not that powerful yet.
Oh,
She's
man.
still only a force rating of 1, I think.
I'm trying to think.
Which is why I couldn't force choke or anything. All I could do was move, and I can't move you either, because
You're too heavy.
yeah, at a force rating of 1, you can only move objects with a silhouette of 0.
Just like, hey, Aeson, are you?
Which you would be a silhouette of 1, which is what most average size things are.
Aeson, are you all right?
Well, that's full.
Okay, I can throw it this way.
Captain, leader, dude who owns this.
Let me check with Jeff if he's okay with moving the ship.
Yeah, because if not, I mean, I don't wanna,
You also kind of have to force
but I have to.
where the interest comes in that. It makes it interesting because now there's conflict.
Well, there won't be some soon for.
So did my morale
Somebody.
go up for saving somebody's life?
I mean, somebody would have picked her up if you didn't. That's more of just doing your job, mister. You don't get bonus points for doing your job. Like when you do your... It's like at school. You don't get bonus points on your grades for doing what you're supposed to.
Oh, but if you did though,
Would I get bonus points for waiting on her to make sure she's okay?
I'll give you a life for that. So, Silent Death. I'm going to use the name he knows. Silent Death accidentally got a what's it called? A
Virus.
well, not a virus. What's it? I'm forgetting the term. When you pay. When you pay for things.
He purchased.
No. For the other P word. When you pay for something that you got that you're going to be paying for multiple times. Oh, S word. See, that's how messed up my mind was there. Into a scam. That's back where you guys came from. Back where the battle was. And a scarred JP just chewed you all out. Not cheered, chewed. Stupid autocorrect. For leaving and ordered you to return to take back the sector with Silent Death ordered to do what's necessary if you don't. I mean, that's basically what just happened.
yeah, for flavor's sake, that he's had a grenade in his hand the whole time.
Who?
Silent Death. He's just had one.
That'd be a long time to hold a grenade. I mean,
He hasn't like
it's
pulled
not-
a pin
yeah,
or anything.
obviously.
It's just there.
Yeah, but that's just a...
He's just kind of tossing it up
So
and
should
down.
we just
like
assume he's always holding one as long as you
he's
have one in
always
your
holding
inventory?
some weapon. It doesn't matter which one it is. There's
I mean,
always...
it kind of does matter which one it is.
Well, if it's a ship, it's probably either one of the grenades or a knife.
I mean, yeah.
Because, like, the sniper rifle, I don't think it would do much good right now in this enclosed space.
I mean, there aren't... In this system, there's not really a setback for using a extreme ranged weapon on a short range target. I don't think there is, because I haven't seen any like setbacks in that regard. Although that's up to GM discretion, I guess. I mean, as long as you're not going like point blank with the sniper rifle, I don't see an issue.
like that other guy. Anyhow.
Although I don't think you'd want to shoot Aeson anyways.
Yeah, not right now. That would probably not be the best thing.
Although that's up to Jeff, which I just texted him, so we'll see what he says.
I would prefer it if he did this willingly.
In the meantime, though, what do you want to do in the meantime? As he's deciding. We'll assume that Aeson's like, I'm going to think about it for a second. Is that okay?
Yeah.
'Cause-
But, like, try to figure it out in half an hour or so, would you?
yeah, I can.
Like, I would prefer that. Because
Yeah.
she's kind of a scary bitch.
Yeah, especially now. Did you see that scar?
Yeah.
I bet it was from. I bet it was from her master shocking her a bunch.
Seem to take great joy in this.
Random joy. Perhaps it was rough sex.
I very much doubt that.
All right, so he goes off to. Revan's still on the ship too.
Yeah, that is something I meant. I did want
you meant to check in on
to
him?
go and check on him and actually ask him something.
Yeah, because he's currently trying to formulate a new backup plan.
Yeah.
And also, you kind of released, evil incarnate into the galaxy.
This version of Devil, I guess.
Yeah, they released Abeloth.
Oh.
Cute.
Do you know about Abeloth and Legends material?
No, I don't know anything about
Okay,
Star Wars.
so you remember Father...
We did a bad.
Yeah, they did a bad. So you know Father, Son, and Daughter. Abeloth was Mother.
Oh.
Kind of. She was originally born immortal, unlike them. But then she took those things we were talking about earlier, the font of knowledge, I think? Font of knowledge? No. Font of power and the pool, and swam in the pool of knowledge. And technically you're not supposed to do those things together. Because then they make you a little crazy. Because she got the immortality, but then she became crazy.
That wasn't a lie. Just not all the truth was there.
Yeah. Oh, and so anyways, they went to the planet where that stuff is at, because Revan was like, I'm going to figure out the source of immortality. And he kind of left out looking up that part of it. When he looked up his sources, he didn't double check his sources, I guess. And so when they went to the planet, they found this woman that was like, help, I've been stranded by my ex and all that on this planet. And so explain this. They were like, okay, well, we'll help you, because she mentioned that she knew where the font and pool were. So she led them to the actual pool, and Revan went in it, and he actually gained. I made it to where it's like a stat thing, so he gained a stat thing. And I think Pants also went into it, right? I think Pants did also go into it. Aeson obviously didn't, because he figured it wouldn't work on an android. He figured, I'm an android, it won't work on me.
Right.
And then she led them to the font, and they drank from it, and they didn't feel anything on this one, unlike the last one. But they figured it might take a bit to go into effect. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So then she leads them. So then they're like, okay, well, you did your part, so we'll take you off on the ship. And they take her on the ship, and as they're taking off, once they hit the atmosphere, that's when she's like, oh yeah, by the way, thanks for freeing me, bitches. She, reveals her true form, and she messes up their ship, and then says, and for freeing me, you're gonna be the last to die. And disappears.
Yeah. I should have stabbed her when I had the chance. Admittedly, it would probably do absolutely nothing.
She's immortal.
That doesn't mean you
immortal
can't blind
okay, this is the argument I had with my dad. Immortal does not equal invincible.
I know.
Mortality.
And my dad got really confused about that and was like, please stop trying to explain it. But there is a difference.
Very, very minuscule one.
Yeah, it is. Because immortals can still die, just not naturally, is how I tried to explain it. So anyways, I was trying to ask you, but you couldn't hear me probably. Did Pants also get into the pool with Revan? I think you did.
Pants also got into the pool with Revan.
Yeah, which means you got that benefit that he did.
That's why my cunning isn't at a 3, it's a 4 now.
Yeah, because I figured knowledge cunning makes sense, since they went into the pool of knowledge.
Yeah, that would be an intellect thing. Knowledge is...
We discussed it for a bit, and we came... Because it was like...
I guess it could have been just any mental stat.
Yeah, I think that is what we came down to. It was like, like door cunning, I said, and you were like, oh, I'll just put it in cunning.
It's just like, what am I good at? Being cunning and not much of.
So, and then...
Not much.
I don't know
what a presence of 3 is gonna
You're good at grand
I was about to
going
say-
through a computer.
I was about to say, your presence is pretty good to me, because you keep intimidating the fuck out of everybody.
He's not trying to, it's just these quick responses. How did he get the name Silent Death? He jumped really fast and someone died.
So anyways, yeah, they freed her. And then immediately after, they were like, well, we're stuck here. And then at that point, Sun appeared in front of them and was like, you guys just freed my mother, you idiots, and basically chewed them out about it, and was like, you're gonna go fix the problem.
Oh, I should have just said, you're not my mom to Chikara, and she's dead. Like everyone else's parents.
But yeah, so they got a side quest to where they have to deal with her now. Maybe. Or you could ignore the problem altogether and, hope it fixes itself.
It's not going to become a problem until I'm dead.
You just kind of hope it fixes itself. I mean, that's how every generation before you dealt with their problems, right? That's why you have all these problems now.
Yeah.
They swept it under the rug.
Alright, so you're going to see Revan.
Yes.
So he's meditating. Enter.
Alright. Hello.
Hello, Silent Death.
Jeez.
What's creepier is that he doesn't open his eyes, which means he's not seeing you sign.
Something's bothering me.
It's on your mind.
What? Aeson, I get. Anybody else, I get. Why offer immortality to some Twi'lek?
You have your use. And he's continuing to meditate as he's answering these things.
That's his sweet talk for you're gonna be forever a slave. Congratulations.
Well, as long as it pays.
Slave.
It's even worse when your master is also immortal.
So, alright, well that somewhat answers that.
To answer it better, you are a very good weapons expert from what I've seen. And after all, you are one of the two people who brought me back from, in a way, nothing. Well, yes and no, because he was in the world between worlds.
Well, which is nothing and everything.
Yeah, because it's basically, you're in nothing, but you can also go anywhere if you can figure it out.
So, here's the deal.
Well, anywhere that's important, rather. Anyways, go ahead.
So here's, as I am sure you're aware, I believe you did feel that mystic power. Not mystic. The thing that you do. Assume you can. Yeah.
Are you, as in real life, having a problem, or is your character having a problem?
I don't know.
Both.
I don't know. How
Simultaneously.
Do you understand what the fuck the Force is?
That's not how the Force works.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I was making the joke because Force Awakens. Anyways, are you talking about out of game? Are you talking about what JP's character did?
Yeah. I'm assuming you felt that?
Yes, it's kind of hard to miss such raw, uncontrolled energy.
Yeah. So, in exchange...
I love your face. Please say what's on your mind.
Has this raw, uncontrolled energy of whom you speak?
He was making... he's talking about JP's character. Because JP's character did that thing with the Force. I'm going to move it to the table.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, so he says, yeah, I felt that raw, uncontrolled energy.
Well, in exchange for being useful, I suppose, would you have my back against that shit? Because I don't know. I also fear for her personal safety. Our master seems like kind of a dick.
Her personal safety. You're a Sith. You should be throwing her ass under a bus, not helping her away from it.
Well, I mean, technically, he's not a Sith.
If you
he's just part of the Sith Empire.
So
there's a difference.
Yeah.
So vague.
There is something I do not know if I have told you the translation to the character name. I looked that shit up.
Oh.
Pentalemon Isocrates translates to all compassionate equal power.
Ah. So you're communism.
Kind of. And he's like, I'm afraid of that shit. And also her master's kind of a dick, so in case something like that happens again, can I be assured of your support?
At this point, he's opening his eyes and starting to get out of his trance, and he's like, and he stands up and he walks over to you and he says, "Don't worry, I have everything under control."
Fuck it, good enough.
And so he walks over, he walks to the bridge so he can talk to Aeson a bit, convince Aeson that it's and do what was ordered. Because he also felt that. He knows what
He's
went
like,
on.
oh, that, okay.
Like, Revan knew what went on, so he's gonna...
One soldier who may or may not have the biggest...
To be fair, though, I mean, you guys could always come back to this planet if you really wanted to explore and look for where the fawn is.
Yeah.
You already have half of the solution, and honestly, you guys could always grab that half and then start selling it and then come back later. You know what, in fact, that's what I'm going to have Aeson decide is the...
Like, the original plan was to just fill up a bathtub with the stuff and sell it anyway.
Well, I think you guys were also going to try to stay and find the other half, too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but now you're not going to do that part. Anyways, Aeson comes back and says, "Alright, so we can do half and half.
Alright.
We're going to go ahead and fill up what we can of the pool."
I would assume that we've already been doing
Well, you guys have landed and you guys have been...
Oh, yeah, because we were...
Because as you were landing, that's when that call was made. You going to try to roll? You moved it, you didn't roll it.
Pretty darn good to say so myself.
Chikara.
Horseshoe. No hand grenades. Here. Go get Nana. Come on. But I like it here. Look, I'll even sit.
I is a good girl.
So yeah, I guess that's what... Pants.
Okay, so that's what Pants decides is the plan. Okay, so you, Aeson, and Revan, and the rest of the crew, which, that's the crew, by the way, everybody that's in the ship, start lifting your weights and moving things.
Yay.
So we'll assume that that's going on. Like, honestly, I don't think any major rolls are picking up water.
We're on our
All
way.
athletics checks.
They're gonna kill the man.
Oh wait, no, I have 2 ranks in athletics and it's a career skill.
And what's your brawn?
1.
Oh, so you have the yellow and green still.
I'm not very strong.
You're not meant for having this.
I mean, to be fair, you're a sniper.
I'm a sniper, my job
Although
is-
snipers do require some strength because you have to get used to holding the times. Depending on how long you're tracking someone. You gotta start lifting weights. Do you even lift, Pants? You even lift?
How's that girlfriend of yours doing?
Was that out of game?
No. That was like in-game, like in the locker room, that's just Pants being like, how's that girlfriend of yours doing? Having a nice day?
What girlfriend?
Exactly. You won't have one ever again if you keep insulting me.
Actually, oh boy.
Oh dear.
Okay, so we
This
might have
is
to
great.
retcon that you're gonna stay on the planet.
Alright.
Because here's what Jeff said. Oh, well, I take orders from no one, and I have the money to offer silent death enough to cut JP's character's throat.
He's not lying
Pay
though.
me to hit this.
Not lying though. Like Jeff's character's net worth is like 1.1.
The only problem is, how do we? I have to somehow get in touch with JP to get the okay for a death.
Or we
If it
could,
happens.
and hear me out, it would be better since the reason why she's a little bit mad. A silent death to kill off her master.
Do you want to offer that choice
I
to
am
Jeff?
perfectly fine without one. Is he alright with that?
Silent.
I might not have the force or that many robotics.
To attempt.
But I've got
kill
2 guns, 4
Jake.
grenades, and a knife.
This is where we can introduce my other character. The assassination attempt.
Why would you be around there?
I could be.
No, because that character's too young for sake of story.
Okay.
Because
That guy seems like a bit of a dick.
Because when I wanted to introduce is when the stories in the actual computer game happen, which we're not. We still got another 20 years before that happens.
Oh.
So, in game, anyways. It's because I wanted to play out the war, because I feel like the war has such good potential. Because when the actual video game starts, it's during a Cold War after the war. But I wanted to do the war because there's so much good potential in the story that we could have. Plus, it's fun watching you guys plot.
Wouldn't that make it Master Canon or not?
Legends. Technically, the game and everything is Legends, so it is okay to kill.
Whoa, consequenceless!
Yeah, I mean, also, even if it was canon, this is 4,000 years before.
Featuring.
It's 4,000 years before the movies. 3,000 actually. So.
Imagine like the credits for that. It's like got the character name and then the actor just off to the side at the end. One moment. Erased from the credits. Also, how much is he offering?
Worth 1.8 trillion credits, so...
Yeah, honestly, he could offer...
Fucking done.
Yeah. He could offer you a full-time job, essentially.
Pretty much. That's like what I thought might happen.
Yeah.
Like, working for him in Revan seems like a pretty sweet gig.
Yeah. I mean, Revan doesn't really pay you, but he leaves that to Aeson, so you're all good.
Yeah.
You got money bags and you got power right behind you.
And Revan...
I mean, technically I still work for the Empire.
And you still work
Yeah,
for the
I mean-
Empire, so you're still drawing a paycheck
The
from
difference
them.
is I just work directly under
Yeah, now he works directly under the Emperor, except before he's the Emperor.
Yeah, but he's still drawing a paycheck.
Yeah,
right
you're
now.
still drawing a paycheck from the Empire, because currently the Empire doesn't...
Oh, right, they don't know I've rebelled. Not really rebelled. More just told them to fuck off.
You know, eventually that's going to get back to your keeper.
Oh, it will.
Especially when the next battle happens and you don't show up.
Well, either one, there are two things gonna happen.
What you do
They're gonna run out of people, or I'm
what
gonna
you
run
do
out.
is you check the caller ID on that hologram and be like, "I'm dead. I don't know this number." Click.
Please leave a message after the beep, but I'm dead.
Call him dead. Let him argue.
Your phone, who dis?
New phone, who dis? Well, she's comfy now. She's
Jason,
under the...
I have something I would need you to do. I need you to really fuck up my face. Out of context, that's a horrible line.
Also, you have at least, how many troops did we say? 4? Like I think we put in...
80%.
But I'm trying to figure out, like, the actual number.
Okay, so it depends on, like, what the...
Because you would have had, like, a squad. You wouldn't have had,
A
like...
squad?
You wouldn't have had, like, a whole thing. A squad is usually made up of, like, 8 at most.
8 at most, but it needs to be at least 4.
Or, yeah. So I'd say maybe 4 to 6 troops are with you.
Yeah.
I mean, so you still also have Imperial backup, too.
Mm-hmm.
That remain, honestly, loyal to you and not... Actually, you have 7. Or, sorry, 5. Yeah, 5 left, actually.
Oh, right, because of that one.
But, yeah, I mean, you have 5 that are technically loyal to you because even after now knowing that you've committed treason, they kind of stuck around.
Yeah. Probably because Pantalaimon rewards loyalty.
Yeah, by not killing them.
Well, that, and like...
And don't ask stupid questions. Or just to be safe, don't ask any questions.
Yeah, just do... I mean...
Just kind of do as I tell you, and...
And hey, at least
Okay.
you're not racist towards them.
Yeah. We never really established the races of the men under my command.
We can work that out. Probably majority are human, though, because or Sith. The race.
Oh, that would be a question.
Because of the... What would be a question?
Alright, let's see. 1, 2... All of you are human? Alright, how many of you are just here to bang a Twi'lek?
I mean, that'd be kind of weird, considering... I actually haven't rolled the percentage of how many are women. Although there are the 2 female Twi'leks that you were talking to earlier. Yeah. Although they don't know about that.
They didn't recognize one of their own race, or they didn't know about which part?
That you went I'm talking about that your soldiers didn't know that you did that.
Oh, no, it's just a question.
So 75% of them are male. I just rolled. So let's see, out of 5, that would mean like 1 chick. I mean, Pantaleon's bi?
Yeah, Pantaleon's bi.
Or Pan, or whatever you want to call it.
Whatever. His nickname is Pants, okay? We're just gonna keep short.
Okay, in that case, Pan, I guess, would be the best thing for Pantaleon. Pan basically means you don't care about race, gender, sex, whatever.
Pretty much, yeah.
Whereas bi is more of just the 2 genders exist.
Do this.
Party every day for when you're with Pants. Hooray! Yeah, no wonder you're inspiring loyalty.
No wonder. It's just... No wonder he wasn't into the other 2. He doesn't have the energy for it. No wonder.
I feel like this episode is Pants episode.
Pants and tree.
Tree and Pants. They always go together.
Yeah.
I wonder what'll happen if I start wearing the pants.
Well, there will be a tree in the pants.
Like, Pants is just this very strange character, I suppose you could say.
I don't know. It kind of makes sense to me. You're more of a strict military type character. It kind of fits. You're going to be lifting water for a bit. So we're going to go ahead and cut back to General Hospital over here. This is a great episode.
Doctor, help me out. Sure, which way did you come in?
Where's McDreamy? Oof.
I'm not even going to try to make a pun.
We need our Clooney type.
How much for
brother?
Or it'd be Brony. Brony's the McDreamy. I mean, he did sleep with Satil already.
Yeah.
You were there for that.
Yeah. Impressed by stupidity.
Impressed by stupidity.
Any word on that offer?
Which one? Oh, no, he hasn't answered yet.
Okay.
She,
Actually, go ahead and finish it off. You're really, really hungry. I'm full.
At this point, she wakes up.
Cool.
And she's like, ah. And the droid's like, oh, she's waking. I should. So he drains out the Kolto so that way she can get out.
Good.
And
I should probably wait for her to change.
I mean, just gotta put extra layers on because really she's wearing like what Luke was, underclothing.
Oh, okay.
No.
Not like she's.
So some sort of a wetsuit.
Yeah. After she's done changing back into her armor, she's like, well, thank you for bringing me here.
One nut, man. Don't mention it.
I guess, is there anything, were you just waiting to make sure I was okay? Or?
Yep.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I might want your help.
What you got?
Follow me.
Okay.
So she leads you to her quarters, and she closes the door, and she says, oh, I need to tell you something.
What?
I haven't been entirely honest about where I
Oh?
You can't say this to anybody. This is between us.
Okay.
I was working for the Empire.
Man, that's heavy shit.
I'm not now,
Hear that?
considering they sent people to kill me.
Pretty upset myself.
And I did nothing to provoke it, so, in return, I'm going to join you guys for real.
Good to hear. But we'll act as though nothing happened.
Exactly. But I want your help to track down the people that were going to kill them.
Do you have any leads as to who might have done this?
There's only one other, well, without going to the top, there's only one other person that I could start to question that would have info on potentially who gave bad information. I don't know where he currently is, although I could contact him. Although, if he's the one who burned me, then he would also know I survived, which is the downside of that. However, if I have somebody else contact him for me through a secured channel that he could track.
I can see it now. Is this thing on? How does this even work?
Yeah, you kind of see where she's going with this.
Gamer's gonna act like such an asshole.
What's that?
Pop-up ads.
Oh my god, pop-up ads. Yeah.
Better at opening mechanical doors.
Well, you're not good at fixing an engine, which is also
No.
mechanical based. You can break things open, but you can't fix them.
Pretty much.
I mean, that's basically what being good at skullduggery versus being good at mechanics means.
Back to Tree Hospital.
Yeah. The giving tree.
The giving tree. Listen, man, she can do it until she's raw. I'm still not enough.
So anyways, what are you gonna say to this, or are you gonna let her continue her idea?
I'm gonna let her continue.
So I'm thinking, with this secure network, you could probably be the one to contact him and figure out what he's up to.
How would I go about doing that, considering I'm an outside source?
You-
What would I be able to do to gain their trust?
Well, last I heard, they were looking for. Because you told her that you were looking for, like, immortality thing, right? Did you tell her what you were looking for, or just that you were looking for something?
Just looking for something.
Okay. Well, last I heard, they were looking for something like mortality, and I think if we lead, that would at least bring them to us.
How would they believe the outside source?
Evidence.
Do you have any?
We could falsify it.
A good liar.
I'll provide the evidence. You just have to say that you have it, and then we'll send it separately.
Okay.
Alright? So when do you want to do this?
Suppose we can do it now. Right here, right now is good.
Okay. So she starts to prep up the information. That way it can look like you have something. And you're not just doing all talk in the case of this plan. Meanwhile, you're finishing up with the last of loading the last bucket into the tub.
No, I really.
Yeah, you only have a brunt of one.
Why is there a little man standing in front of me?
Actually, a brunt of one is about average. It's like once you have 0, then you're weak.
Oh.
Because that's like
Oh, I thought it
none.
worked like D&D. If you had a brawn of 0, you're dead.
I mean, you're probably dead because your brawn is like your basically characteristics are like your main strength. Brawn would be
At that
the
point,
strength.
why even wear clothes? They'll just want you down.
Actually, yeah, brawn 1 is kind of weak, I guess, because I guess 3 would be average.
I'd say 2.
2 is average. Oh yeah, because
Strength.
if you're a human, you start with everything at 2. So So I guess 2 is average, 1 is weak, 3 is just barely above average, 4 is like
3 is considered athlete, like a football player or something like that.
4 is like you're
is-
hitting the gym every day.
4 is Mr. Universe, and 5 those are people that Mr. Universe is like. I'll be around.
Protein and gym membership.
No, that's 4. 5 is they don't even need that.
5 is they're self-sustained.
Bless you.
No.
So anyways, while you're finishing that, you get a call. Bidoo, 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 bidoo. You don't recognize the signal. To be fair, you did just get burned by 20 credit. Well, not yet. It hasn't been a week, 2 weeks yet, but it's barely been a day.
I'll answer it, and it's like,
Out of morbid curiosity.
yeah.
Is this thing on, man?
Yeah, that's what you
Why
hear.
is there a little man in front of me?
And like their face is kind of shadowed. Yours. You can see him clearly.
Like the Terminator angle.
Oh yeah, because you got your eye.
Like, it like fades.
Whoa, it's like a little action figure. He's got a glowy eye.
She kind of signals to you. Just get to the point.
Oh, right.
You hang up before.
Just hangs up.
Damn it! This time, if he's probably not going to answer. Just leave a voicemail.
It was the action figure line that pissed him off.
What, you don't want little Pants action figures? I want Pants action figures.
Yeah, dude.
Can you imagine how awesome a Twi'lek cyborg action figure would look like with a sniper rifle?
And a glowing red eye.
The reason why.
Because of slavery.
Well, that's one thing. But the main reason is when you work in, like, Pants' line of work.
I love that you can't say it with a straight face.
When you work in Pants and Aeson's type of job, you don't exactly want your face everywhere.
That's fair. Fair reasoning. Unless they decide to make you a hero for the Empire and they decide to make you the poster child. You know. It happens because, you know, propaganda. Look at Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah. Phone's still there.
Yeah.
But
so are you going to try to call back?
Yeah.
Are you answering before it goes to voicemail?
yeah.
Okay.
I swear to God, if you have anything valuable, you down and kill your entire family.
And
No
before,
worries about that, man. They're already dead.
and before you can go past that, Lily sends the thing, and you get a pop-up thing that's like showing, like, basically that they have this source to immortality, and it has like there's some video proof of somebody that's like getting shot and then survives.
Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Back to the point. We have reason to believe that you're looking for the source of immortality. We have at least a portion of it.
He's gonna wait for Revan to arrive, and the entire time he is just staring them down through the thing.
Well, you're staring me down, and I'm just a black
Yeah, you
figure.
can't see Lily's on there. Obviously, she's off screen on purpose.
Yeah.
So Revan approaches and he's like, "What's up?"
Does this look legitimate to you?
I mean, I'm not very good at telling holograms apart, but I mean, looks pretty legit. Somebody getting shot, somebody surviving.
Wait, sorry, where did the person get shot?
A stun would probably kill them if it's a chest shot at the heart. Because that's like getting defibrillators and just right on the heart when you're still pumping.
Yeah.
Is there, like, anything else in the environment around that image?
They kind of kept it vague, so that way you rely on them for the.
I forgot how smart.
Well, if you're trying to see if it's fake, you could do a computer because it'd be
All right, another pop up.
all right,
Why
Grandpa.
not? Can't hurt.
Are you gonna get scammed again? Or are they not only gonna lead you to them so they can kill you? Are you also going to give them money?
Yeah. Let's see. Computers.
It's like, we'll sell you the source of immortality and we'll tell you where it is for 20 credits.
Computers.
Well, the next time
Career.
it happens, it's 10 times 10, so it's 200 credits.
Computers, career, intellect, and
Oh yeah, that's a yellow and a green, right?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
yellow and green.
And one purple.
One purple.
I mean, it's not going to be the best of forgeries, that's why
Yeah,
it's one purple.
like it's really rushed to.
Well, unfortunately, you didn't get any successes.
I got 3 advantages.
Though you got, and technically 2, because 1 canceled. So you got 2 advantages, though, which means you didn't grandpa your way through it again. So that's good. Bad news is you believe it's real. But you're not going to be, like, spending money on it.
That was never part of their plan.
That wasn't part of her plan.
It's
anyways.
not part of her plan, but I sincerely.
I mean, there's a benefit.
Alright. Seems legit. Alright then. Where is it?
And so she's off screen sends the coordinates back to Sezwina.
Well, I guess I have to go and pay a visit there anyway.
I'm not even going to message Jeff because if you both approach him with another source of immortality, he's going to follow it probably.
Right? I have.
And now you have another opportunity now you get that opportunity to kill
And
him.
not only is my figure blackened out, but you're seeing this huge haze of like extra black blob like puffing out and contracting back in.
Very well.
And
Alright.
before you can end the call, they end the call this time.
Fair game, I suppose. He's like,
Too many people know this number.
yeah. What am I? What is this? The assassin hotline?
Oh. Well, Jeff finally responded. Yeah, I support him if he decides to will supply or do anything needed.
Ah!
And that was
Supply it.
then that's for killing the master. Yeah, I mean, 3 different targets are there now.
Oh man, this is
All the hooks, man. All the hooks.
Every plot.
All the plot hooks. I'm like a fisher here. I'm like a fisherman going like, hook,
I know
hook,
that the line
hook.
is cut
This
off.
isn't like lines. This is a goddamn net. That's what it is. These aren't plot hooks. This is a plot net.
I mean, at least I'm not railroading you into it, though. I'm actually
Yeah,
leaving
like
it
there's
very
an
open.
option.
I'm leaving it very open.
I guess he'll like send.
Because
Now
that's...
that we're hung up, my character goes, we keep on
I think so.
Does she still have? He wouldn't know.
Also, you don't know if she's dead or alive. Because last you heard, you heard that they exploded. Because you were reported about the explosion.
Okay. So I think that they are at the very least wounded.
Yeah, so you don't know if Lily's alive or dead or not. So, in the case, yeah, so...
See you in hell, bitch. Just send that to our old number.
So, back with you guys, that pops up and she's like, I'm not sure. Is that kind of metagaming though, sending it right there? I don't think so. I think that's kind of just in character.
Well, we're both spies, and
and
I would assume we
logically
both,
you would think that there is a chance she survived, but you don't know that this has
like
anything
we
to do
don't
with
know.
it.
Yeah. Wait, he's just doing it to be fucking scary.
I mean, all you know is that you're going back to where she was last seen, which means if she's dead, hey. If she's alive, hey.
Wow.
Either way, hey.
I have a lot of people to kill.
Only
3.
well, 2 in a corporation.
Only 2 in an
So, technically, hundreds.
Yeah.
Only 2 in everyone else.
Yeah. Only about 102. Give or take a few tens.
That's a lot.
Because you never know the extra, you know.
That's a lot of people.
It's a good thing that Jeff just said he'll provide whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, you're in a ship.
Yeah, I guess it's true. He doesn't.
And honestly, you could probably...
provide for you if it doesn't mean extra money.
And I think in this case, Aeson would be willing to go to Seswina in this scenario. Whereas the previous scenario was more of him being ordered to go there to fight in a battle. This is more of, oh, hey, there might be profit this way.
Yeah. Alright. I guess we're heading out.
And while we're profiting, we'll also kill people.
I'll kill
Well, I meant like,
yeah,
as a
like the 3.
we as a
Conglomerate.
yeah, we in the conglomerate way.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good name for what this is.
You know, there already is a name for it, the Exchange.
Yeah. But the Exchange doesn't have that same.
You know, it does strike fear into the heart of others in universe, so.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you also have that group that's after that, they're still at the Exchanges after that, you know, you guys haven't found yet. The one that you're not even sure exists anymore because there's literally no data records on them. Alright, so we'll assume you got your flying there now. Anything you want to do? I guess you'd be prepping for the battle.
Uppers her a hit.
She accepts.
Yeah.
Woo! Drug buddies.
Woo!
We should probably report to Jack and see what's going on. I think it would be more of like talking about the
she's
chance
probably
on...
roll of discipline so she's not fucking off her ass.
It's only, she only took a small thing. She didn't. She's not dumb. She's gonna take enough to be like cool about it, but also not to.
Courtesy smoke.
Yeah, it's a courtesy smoke. Alright, she says, we should probably report to Jack.
Okay.
You guys make it to the you both make it to the battle room where you see Satil, who is glowing.
Glowing as in freshly laid glowing, or glowing like she just stepped out of, like...
The first.
Okay.
And, Roni, who is also sort of glowing. Even though you don't really hear often about guys that are glowing, but in this case, he's glowing.
I know what you mean, but I'm just imagining two really bright figures.
And then you see...
you guys look a little red. Do I need to take you guys to sickbay too?
And just so you know, when you say this, Vin is also in the room, and so is like a lot of the higher ups in the military when you say this.
Yep, I don't even give a shit.
They both kind of look at you and are like, "What do you mean?"
Well, you guys look a little redder than normal. Do I need to take you guys to med bay? You might be sick or something.
You feel a little bump as if like from the force. That's kind of as if somebody was elbowing you.
But
and the only person next to you is Lily, who did not elbow you, obviously. So you kind of can tell that it was Bernie who did that. Vin says, we have reports that the Empire is planning to make a return to try to take this sector back. We should prepare forces.
Sounds good to me, man.
Well, any suggestions from our... Since you did so well on the previous battle, I figured you might...
I'd have to roll knowledge tactics or something like that.
I mean, you can just come up with a plan. Roleplay sense. Like,
me personally, I could not...
Well, I mean, so basically, this is the layout of it. And you know that generally they're going to come from this way because that's where the hyperspace lane exits.
Okay.
Which I did send that video. Hopefully you did get a chance to see that about how blockades work.
Yeah, I watched that video. There was also something really nifty about how in one of the major battles, there was a blockade. It was just a partial one too, and it was super effective around the entire planet.
Yeah, because I sent a link on Facebook, which I know you don't. Yeah, I know you don't have. That's why I'm telling you now. That because you remember how Josh was like, I don't get how blockades work in Star Wars and how you can blockade a planet.
Yeah.
Basically, there is an explanation in Star Wars and how it makes sense. So in Star Wars, when you're traveling through hyperspace lanes, think of hyperspace lanes kind of like highways, and each planet is kind of the exit on that highway, and you kind of have to take that exit in order to get to the planet. So basically, you always know where they're coming from. So as long as you're blockading that section of the planet, you're pretty much going to be effective. There are scenarios, though, where you can come up with new routes, or you can find...
It's extremely dangerous. And even the Imperials, who have limitless resources, will have a hell of a time making a new route themselves.
And they actually went into like one of the Legends battles that explained like how, because an outsiding force, the Vong, didn't understand all of the type of lanes in one of the battles, they assumed that the Republic could only come from one angle, when in reality the Republic was like, well, there's technically a secret route that we could use where we come from this angle, and they took that angle instead, and that forced the Vong to have no real chance of escaping, and they won because of that.
Yeah.
So, and that's also kind of a disadvantage on your team, is that technically the Imperials in this time period are outsiders of most of this part of the galaxy that you're invading. So you're not going to know any secret routes, but you are going to know the main routes. You guys, if there are any secret routes, you would probably know if they happen to come up. Currently, this one doesn't have any routes. It's more of just straightforward. So...
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I didn't mean to...
I'm going to let him do his...
It's a question. So what happens if you, say, fire one of the really big guns in hyperspace at a station?
Well, in hyperspace, you can't really see... You don't see anything until you come out, because you're in... Your ship is kind of enveloped into its own section.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of... You know that...
I am still curious about what would happen.
Yeah, because you know that blue whirl? That's the hyperspace thing. It's kind of, think of it, hyperspace is kind of defined as being sort of its own dimension, in a way.
Okay.
Is how it's kind of explained in Star Wars. It's like you're entering another dimension and kind of dimension hopping to get to where you're trying to get to.
Yeah.
But you can also, if you do it wrong, you can end up in the wrong place and hit something.
Yeah.
And then die. Which is why people are very cautious about coming up with new routes. Because, like, if somebody does it wrong, they could end up crashing into the planet rather than a few meters away.
Okay.
Which is, in The Force Awakens, something we see. We see Han take advantage of. He knows the exact spot of where Starkiller Base is. So he says, well, since they have a shielding that if you're moving at normal speeds, at sublight speeds, trying to get towards the planet, the shield prevents you unless they allow you to come in. But if you go into hyperspace speeds, which are they're faster than light, then you could get past it, but at the same time you risk not getting out fast enough and hitting something and dying. Which was why it was such an insane maneuver that he did it. It's one of those things of, basically you can fly into a planet if you don't get out of hyper... Because you can stay in the lane, because you can mark where planets are. The problem is planets are always moving, which is why hyperspace routes on the computers are always being upgraded, unless you stop getting the upgrades on your ship, like if you have an older ship. Kind of like an iPhone. Your iPhone gets updates until your phone is an older model. Yeah, until it's an obsolete model. So basically, if your hyperspace, if your computer on your ship is too old, you're out of luck, and you kind of have to manually upgrade it.
Okay.
And if you don't do that, then you can end up at the wrong place.
Yeah. Or, in a sun.
Yeah, or in the sun. That's basically why you do astrogation checks and all that if you're the pilot. Because the astrogation check is to make sure your computer is correct and make sure that it's up to date and all that.
All right.
And then your piloting check is to make sure you can fly from there. That kind of help a little bit more?
Kind of. I don't.
I'll
deal with it later.
Yeah, I can always send you something and kind of help explain it better. But yeah, that was Hyperspace Travel 101.
It's his turn. He should be planning his...
Oh yeah, so basically, I guess your ships are kind of blocking here right now. We don't really have ships to kind of represent them. There we go. That at least is the main ship.
How do I know how wide the hyperspace lane is?
I mean, it's enough to where they could probably come in about at here, unless they were to be brave enough to pull a Han maneuver and try to just pass you. Yeah. But I don't think anybody's that risky.
Ballsy.
Yeah, I don't think Angel is gonna send his fleet into that type of thing. He's gonna,
because most pilots are at a 3 at best.
Yeah.
In their astrogation.
Yeah, and a Sith Lord's not going to waste resources that way.
Yeah.
He'll waste resources as necessary, but that wouldn't be a necessary waste.
No. What is their current plan?
Well, currently they're kind of just hoping to blockade the same way the Sith had done, except you have the numbers compared to because basically the only reason you won is because
Pants and Aeson and Revan and Aeson decide.
Yeah, that basically there was a huge there was basically a huge loss of numbers because of that.
Yeah.
It's surprising how having just taking 6 mil.
I mean, 6 men plus a few NPCs. Like, it had a good bit of NPCs as well that Aeson was supposed to contribute as well to the fight. That didn't get contributed.
Yeah.
Because Aeson did have them all come back onto the ship before he made that jump.
Yep.
Because they were all in their own little fighters until he said, hey, get back on the ship.
I really can't think of a good plan. So I'd probably feel better if I rolled a tactics plan.
I mean, honestly, the plan is kind of good the way it is. The only thing you know about that they don't know about is that Aeson and them are coming back, which means you might want to set up a tactic about that.
I'll mention that in plans. I'll also...
Well, how will you bring it up? Because you don't want to out Lily.
Right. I'll just say I have reason to believe that there's going to be a surprise party coming in from a certain angle.
Because to be fair, he does know you're coming back.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not metagaming. That is knowledge that the character knows.
Yeah. Also, I would recommend setting up a defense grid along the planet's atmosphere.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Okay. So theoretically, let's see. So, are you volunteering to fly a ship?
Me? No.
Okay.
I barely know how to work a damn hologram, let alone a fucking ship.
Okay, well in this case...
None of our characters are good at technology.
Kinda like... Is this looking good so far? And these represent fighters, so all of Havoc's squad is volunteering to fly so far. So is that looking about right to what you would want?
Plus a little fence thing to annotate a defense grid along the planet's atmosphere.
So like a little extra here?
Yeah.
So Meg is volunteering, Lily is volunteering to fly as well.
Yeah. You're
out of numbers here in the case of stuff I can represent, but there's probably like one more there.
Okay.
I'll put, you know what, Vin's going to volunteer to fly.
Sure.
And he'll bring his Astro mech with him.
Sounds good.
And Satil's going to stay on the main fleet as
Chief Commander.
Well, support. And you'll be on there. And then Brony says he'll do what he did last time, which was handle the big guns from the ship.
Sounds fun.
Which actually did a lot of damage last time. It's how he got a lot of the battle.
Yep.
Alright, so you look set for battle.
Yep. And I'm glad that nobody really will question, considering how well I did last time on my defensive strategies.
Well, I mean...
reason to believe something's going to happen. Boom, it happened, and we successfully got it done.
What do you mean?
Last time I just said, I have reason to believe this XYZ initiative type plan was going to happen against this planet. High alert for everybody.
Oh. Yeah. Wait, for which battle?
I'm remembering the first one. I really don't remember.
Oh, you're talking...
the block.
Oh, the first blockade, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the planetary battle that you had.
Yeah.
I don't remember you having inside intel on that one. I know Meg. I know Lily was obviously sending intel back and forth.
Yeah.
Because that time she was spying. Now she's reverse spying. It's not really spying though if you're not really giving intelligence based on being on the other side. It's more of like they gave you false intelligence to bring you here, and they just happen to know you're coming here.
They planted false information, which is fine.
All right, so how much time are you guys going to spend getting ready to head there? Are you going to head there immediately after that call was made, or since you already had the tub of?
Or are you going to rally up the troops and give a rousing speech about how not to fuck up?
Well, I mean more of like, are they going to stay there on the planet they're at a little longer, or are they going to just go for it?
I suppose we'd be in a tight time frame if we were going to battle, wouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we would probably go there soon.
Okay, so you might actually end up there at the same time as the rest of them. That's why I'm asking. If it would be more of they get there before you do, and then you come in as a surprise help, or if it's more of you guys just happen to show up at the same time.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're going with the latter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case.
Should I plan or not?
I mean, you're
because we don't really have.
I mean, you have limited information, so I wouldn't imagine you'd have much to go on.
Yeah, it's more of once you get there, then I guess Angrel would be the one to kind of tell you what to do.
Yep.
That or JP's character, whoever that comes down to.
Scarface.
Yeah, Scarface. Got like a bigger ship and then a smaller one, and then a fighter. And then you would be coming in from this angle.
Alright.
So that's Aeson's ship. The only actual ship on the board. So that should make things easy.
Okay.
Alright, so You guys approach at this point then. So now the Republic's on high alert because you guys know that they came into into this sector. Everybody's aware of each other.
Yay!
What's everybody gonna do? Because I don't know if you want to go right into the battle or if you want to try to do other things first. Okay, well, Aeson suggests that you probably get into a fighter of your own then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, so to represent your fighter, just use your character.
Guess I'll have him.
Alright. Aeson does say that if you can, try to save the person that was working for him that you guys sent last time, if that happens to become an achievable objective.
Yeah. Wait, isn't she dead?
You don't know whether she's dead or alive.
I don't know that in real life.
I don't know what yours is.
She was taken prisoner in real life.
Okay.
Out of game. But in game, Aeson doesn't know if she's dead or alive either, but there's still, like, a chance. I'll let you go first, so...
Alright.
You can move up to, like, a certain amount. I think we were doing, like, 3 last time, if I remember correctly.
3.
Because they're pretty big blocks.
1.
Okay, so are you kind of, like, attaching yourself to that ship, then?
Yeah, isn't that the main one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the main Sith frigate.
Before Pants and Aeson left, he asked which had priority, rescuing girl or eliminating Chikara.
Oh, killing the bastard.
Okay.
Which is exactly how Aeson would say it.
Oh yeah.
Alright. I'm going to do some NPC moving about. Actually going to aim there. Traitor! I think. Nope. Not the traitor. Traitor. Can't get to the traitor. Get to her. Though he might miss because it's at a big range. Misses. Miss.
I was thinking that they would be doing the don't fire until you see the whites of their ship.
Actually, in this case,
That methodology.
I have to reroll for that one because she's a little closer. Still missed. No, they're firing as soon as they can. This is war, man. This frigate's gonna kind of try to fire. Missed. Even with the yellow. Because I figured with a bigger ship they'd have.
So wouldn't my grouping have a advantage roll because they prepared for this?
Well, both sides were prepared. They kind of knew that they'd be hitting a blockade going in.
But stand to reason that his grouping would have because they didn't know about our blockade.
Actually, that's not true. They did know. Because they knew that a battle was coming up again. Because she informed them.
You can't exactly mobilize an entire force to prepare for it being noticed. We didn't know the exact formation. So.
Hey! Chikara hit. Jack Carden hit. We hit them. Hit the frigate. Oh, well, the smaller one. So that did 7 damage. Yeah, 7 damage. It's still up, but they took some damage now. 3. I'm gonna try to take advantage of the fact that they were hit. For obvious reasons.
The guys that are still around the Earth.
They're gonna probably stay. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Missed. But hey, at least some of the enemy took damage. They're not going to move the ship, and the Republic ship's not going to move either. He's going to try to shoot from across the way.
That's fine.
That one will get to yellow as well. This one would only get 1. Missed. Alright. So now we're back. We're at the actual players again, but you go first because you went.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do on the ship? Where you are? Okay.
If there is such a thing in this game.
I mean, you can. It's basically just skipping a turn, I guess. Back to you.
Yeah.
Because I mean.
How's it looking?
Actually, hold on. I did skip somebody. They're actually going to kind of get 1, 2. They're going to take advantage and kind of stay out of the fight.
Yeah, that's what Aeson would do.
Alright.
Now it's your turn.
Alright, so is the
We're probably going to have to wrap up after the battle.
Alright, so is the hangar like open or anything or
Is the you're in the
okay.
Yeah, you're already in the ship, so we're kind of just going to have to imagine the layout since
Yeah. Alright, so since I work for the Sith and the two people I work for are pretty presumptuous, probably be at the command.
Yeah, they're gonna be in the bridge.
So, Pants and Aeson's gonna make his way there.
Alright. And you see some people that recognize you, but they're kind of like not reacting because they know who you are and they know that you're enough rank that you make sense to be here.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna try to be sneaky about this. Like, going through ones, like, the general areas have been bypassed.
Yeah.
So, what would that be?
That would be a stealth.
Okay, stealth, agility, 2 ranks.
Okay, and you have 2 agility, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Alright, so 2 yellow. And you get the blue, because remember you get that blue.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sneaky little bastard.
And it'd be 2 purple.
2 purple. Okay. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
1 bang, 3 horseshoes, another bang, 2 triangle. Wait, 2 failures,
Okay, so
and 2 threats.
okay, everything except for the advantage, 1 advantage canceled out.
Oh,
So you didn't succeed, but you didn't fail, but you also have like an advantage. So like under, you can convert something. You could probably add an extra green to it if you want to try again.
I'd say he just gets an extra boost.
Okay. So yeah, you go through the hallway some more, and like people can see you. You're not quite crouching yet,
Yeah.
because you know that you haven't found a good place. Basically, narratively, you haven't found a good place to stealth yet.
Yeah.
You're kind of just feeling around for like a good place.
How silly would it look if you were just like right in front of God and everybody crouch?
I mean, it works if you have cheats on for Skyrim.
is there a vent
Or
system?
just 100% stealth and some invisibility going
Yeah.
on.
What's that?
Is there a vent system?
I mean, I figure why not?
Big enough for a person.
Probably not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, Star Wars
Unless
vents.
you were an Ewok.
I mean, a lot of Star Wars vents tend to be more realistic. That's why shooting a gun through the ventilation shaft was actually an impossible shot. Everybody should give Luke more credit than he got about it.
Yeah.
And not give the Death Star technicians such a hard time.
That's not-
So,
But guess what? We have space wizards!
Also, it doesn't help that one of the engineers on the Death Star project also kind of put the ventilation shaft there to fuck us.
yeah, so I guess when,
Because he hated the director of the project.
he's just like, fuck you.
Well, also the director of the project continuously kidnapped him over and over to make
well.
the Death Star.
That would be frustrating.
Also killed his wife and promised to kidnap and kill his daughter, but never could find her.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. So you want to try stealth again?
Whenever there's like a better spot.
Okay, so we'll assume that because I was just giving flavor text for why the roll didn't succeed. You can roll anytime now.
Alright,
Yeah.
so
I was just trying to give it like a little flavor so that way it was more cinematic.
same.
With an extra boost. Yeah, that's not. I'm pretty sure you succeeded because I see no failures and I see a success. I see 2 successes.
Okay.
So yeah, you got it. You're pretty much invisible too because you got 2 advantages. So you're gone. You're like a ghost.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna start heading towards the bridge now that you've got a little more of a?
Yeah. Like, guns and everything at the ready.
Okay, what weapons are you prepping?
So, the rifle, at least
At least one of the grenades.
at least one of the grenades, and the knife is always, like, there.
Back up.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, yeah. So, yeah, we'll assume you stealth some to head there, and we'll
Yeah.
cut
Cut
back
the
to the battle. Alrighty. So let's see what goes on here. So who did I let go first last time? These guys, or actually he went first last time. Try to close in. He's trying to actually get to Lily. About this range currently. That's not good. That's a hit at least. No advantages though because it canceled out. So he got 7 damage in. Well,
Yeah, it's just one.
yeah, 7 damage in. The ship can take at least one more hit before they're out. So their turn. They're going to try to maneuver around. Really, they're trying to get around, but they figure might not while they're.
Yeah. It's a flyby attack.
Damn. Miss. That's sad.
But at least they get.
Yeah. I'm actually going to use those bonuses to allow them to move some more to get away.
Well, at least.
I figure give them at least a chance to get away.
Yeah.
Alright. So next is. I let them go next, didn't I? I'll let the small ships go first, though, for this one. Actually, I'm going to let them go, because they're going to start letting some of their troops out into fighters. They're actually going to start abandoning the big ship.
Wouldn't it be better for them to start at the bottom of the order? Wouldn't my carriers get the opportunity to strike first, because these guys are just newcomers?
No, because they're all as a whole. It's basically a minion thing.
Oh, okay.
And they can only really send out 2 fighters, because otherwise the ship is completely abandoned.
Yeah.
At least from our perspective. So they're going to try to help and get rid of that guy, since they know that he's coming up next. Oh boy. That's 3 hits. But they got 3 failures. I mean, disadvantages. So let's see. So I'd say they definitely can't go for the next round. Like, they won't be able to move the next turn. This one's hurting, so they're going to turn around on their turn. You can actually see flames on this one.
Okay.
So they're... that's that turn. So they'll send one more... Actually, they're actually feeling pretty secure, so they're not going to send another fighter out. So now it's this guy's turn. 2, 3, and try to get revenge. Figures make sense. Back up their friend, especially since they're trying to retreat.
Yep.
Hey, they hit. Let's see, 6. That's 7 damage. Although they got 2 disadvantages. Something's gonna be a problem later.
Okay.
And then the big ship. The small big ship.
You can just give that guy a set back on.
Oh, him.
Huh.
What now?
Give the guy who just fired.
Oh, the one
back.
fleeing, or the one who missed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now the small ship's gonna try to. They're actually just gonna try to aim for you guys. Actually, since they're figuring the small fighters aren't a big problem now. Which that's a longer one. Cool. Okay, so they hit you, the big ship, for 1, but they 7. So 7 total, but the big ship should be fine. About the size of that one, so bigger than theirs, anyways. So yeah, all right. So you guys are fine. You're gonna be able to take at least 2 more hits from that size from them. All right. So we're back to. We're back to you guys. So are you gonna do anything at this point? Before Brony tries to fire again? And they were already hit once, right? If I remember correctly, by Brony.
Have we already maxed out our planetary resources to this fight, or can I call in for backup?
You've sent out your resources for now.
Okay.
As
I
more
don't necessarily have a cavalry going on for me.
No, as more battles happen throughout this campaign, you'll get more and more resources. It's kind of a earn the resources type thing.
Okay.
In fact, after tonight, you two, I think, will get promoted.
I would have what's his face start trying to shoot the medium ship that's blocking the big one.
Because if I remember correctly, you've been to every session, or at least on Discord.
Yeah, I've been to every session.
So then, yeah, you should be good for a promotion, and you've been to every session since you joined. So actually, you'll get a promotion next session.
The guy with the blue lightsaber, I would have attack.
Oh, that's Brony. He's handling the guns.
Yeah.
Okay. Satil's kind of doing battle meditation as best, which is kind of a force thing to kind of inspire morale and give him morale. Which actually I'm going to start giving boost dice now because now it's going into effect. The first round it was her setting it up.
Can I break out some strain and give her extra power and her think of me as some sort of a tutor.
Oh yeah, you can use some of your strain for that.
Yeah, I'll be doing that then.
Okay.
I have 16 strain.
Yeah, you should be fine.
I can do that. And then I would have I would actually try to swap Lily with the other guy.
The one that's running, or the
no, not with the one that's running. The one that's
orange,
closest to
orange.
Her. Yeah.
Okay.
Try and have them swap because I'm getting the sense that guy's actually coming after based on his flight pattern.
Yeah. Okay, so that's enough spaces that it actually works out. Alright, so then now Bernie's going to fire again at the medium ship.
And once I figure, and if I think of it right, since he's seemingly trying to just straight up gun for her, I'm going to have the guy that's behind him shoot at him while he's going following him.
Oh, you mean this guy?
No, the guy that's behind
Oh,
him.
the one that... Oh, her? Yeah. The one that had been already shooting at him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because he's going to, probably his next round, continue trying to focus on that, which would give him her enough distraction to fire at him while he's not looking.
Mm-hmm.
3. Definitely hit. Actually, enough that this one is...
Woo.
You took out the medium frigate. Because that's 7. So that's 14 total, so yeah, that one's out.
That's unfortunate.
It's not like you were really caring about how that mission went for them.
Not really.
Although...
But it would have made my job easier.
How many Imperials are out there left? 2? Yeah. That's not good overall.
Yeah.
Because you know what? So you're on the bridge, right?
Yeah,
And
I'm like sneaking through.
so as you're approaching the bridge, you see Angrel watching the battle from like from the view that he has, and he looks over at a car and says, "It looks like we're not going to win again." And he looks over at one of the helmsmen. Prepare for hyperspace. Preparing for hyperspace. So you're firing at him as the helmsman's preparing for hyperspace? After he gave that order?
I was trying to interrupt him in the middle.
Well, he had already ordered it, and then the helmsman was saying preparing for hyperspace as a confirmation. And then he fired.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I was already bugged in this situation.
This will be fun.
Yep. Alright.
At the very least, it's going to be fun.
Oh, at the very least, it's going to be something.
Go ahead and start getting your roll for your weapon ready. I'm going to pull up
Let's see, ranged
roll stats.
heavy. Okay. Got 2 ranks in it. It's agility, so what does that mean?
Agility?
Yes.
So what you got again? I'm sorry.
Ranged heavy
Is what?
is agility, and I've got
Well,
2
what-
ranks in it.
You got 2 ranks in ranged heavy?
Yes.
Okay, so then it'd be 2 yellow.
2 yellow, and I'm using the...
And how far away are you theoretically?
So if there was a hallway leading to this area,
You're basically at the end of it?
I am at the end of that hallway.
Okay, so then I'd say what's the furthest range that thing can go?
Extreme.
I wouldn't say you're extreme. I'd say you're long, which means you're 3 purple. I wouldn't say extreme because I don't think a bridge is that big in this sense.
No.
Not for Star Wars, anyways.
Okay, and then there's the accurate 2, pierce 1 thing.
Accurate adds a boost per rating to attack checks.
So that's 2.
You get 2 boosts.
Ah.
Pierce ignores number of points of soak equal to rating. So you only have 1.
Yeah.
So you'll ignore 1 soak on Angle.
Oh, that's a lot of colors.
So go ahead and make the roll. Let's see how much soak you got. You got 3.
Okay, so...
Alright,
That's
so
a lot.
let's do this math. You
Alright.
didn't have any greens, did you?
No.
Okay, I'm trying to separate the ones that you didn't roll. Okay. So
that's 4 threats.
well, you got a threat that's canceled, another threat canceled. So you've got 2 threats actually. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And how much damage does it do?
It does 10, and the crit is 2.
Okay. Well, you didn't crit because that'd be your advantages. If you had advantages, you could crit. What was the damage again?
The damage is 10.
10, and I said 1, 2, 3, 4. So 14 minus 3, so that's 11. Actually, that'd be 10. I'm doing the math on the damage.
Okay.
It'd be 10 damage because of his soak.
Yeah.
Because starting off he had 4, he has 3 left. Plus he has 1 defense because of his armor. So that still leaves him at 4 essentially of not taking damage. So that brings it back to just 10. So basically brings your gun back to 10. Because for each hit you make, each success, when you're making an attack, that's an extra piece of damage.
Alright.
But because of his defenses, it brought it back just to 10. We'll have to figure out what to do about your disadvantages after. You know what? Take a strain. Take 2 strain.
2 strain?
Yeah. Because you were really focusing on this.
So, I put that here?
Yeah. So that's how we'll use your disadvantages. We'll just make them strain in this case, just to make it simple. Because that's the simplest thing you can do with disadvantages, is just convert them to strain.
Alright.
Alright, so he is still up.
He is still up, and I bet he is not pleased.
Yeah, he kind of looks directly in your direction. He's like... Well, actually, it's more like...
Can I shoot him again?
No.
Wait, no, it's not my turn.
No, it's not. Also, it's the helmsman's turn, who is busy trying to set the course for hyperspace.
Relay that order?
Because that will leave Aeson all by himself with 2 stormtroopers who are probably going to die.
Yep.
This is his astrogation check.
No bother.
And he's going to make a piloting check anyways, because he doesn't know whether things went right or not.
Everything went to hell in a handbasket.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a fail or a success, and there was actually more advantages than disadvantages, so... Okay, this time he succeeded in the piloting, so... Poof.
Fuck. Well, that's not good.
That's not good.
Imagine the whole of the Republic Army is being led by a guy who's high all the time. I think this will give Stonewall Jackson a run for his money.
Stoner Jackson.
The guy who was famously drunk in all his successful battles.
So, anyways, well, that's yep, that's interesting.
How sad is that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it does help that you guys had a lot. You guys weren't working against each other.
Yeah.
The Empire has basically already been cannibalizing on itself.
I've got other goals. This isn't a part of it.
And he's with them, isn't he? Oh my god,
Supposed
You've been discovered.
Yeah, so now, yeah, he's trapped on the ship because it's in hyperspace now. And it's actually Angel's turn.
Yeah, I got that funny feeling I'm about to get fucked.
Hope you have an idea for your next character.
That's why I asked the question about the Force and empty-handed fighting
I
earlier.
was mind tricked into it. I swear.
Actually, before Angel gets a turn, I'm going to let JP have a turn.
Okay.
Fuck.
I got it. You play the love angle. I did it for love, baby.
I don't think they're going to believe that.
How can I use JP to help you get out of this? I don't think there's an out at this point.
JP assists in killing his master.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time JP killed a master.
You could say that, like, they lied through their fucking teeth and something rent? Yep, that's a word. Something.
Well, I mean, rent is a word. You are correct.
Something went wrong with Pantaleon's eye, the cyborg one that he uses to identify targets.
Yeah, you forgot.
You could say that. You could say that he saw it, like the color.
On the pop-up.
The color got damaged in one of the battles, and like he thought that was a Jedi for whatever reason. I was just like, well, they're bad.
Honestly, I feel like the JP attacking her master thing is more of a JP move. So yeah.
Hey, your underling just shot your boss.
This is like the Goblins campaign Josh had. Weakness!
Yes. Weakness! I mean, to be fair, just so you can kind of get an idea, 18 was how much the wound threshold is. You took down 10.
Oh, so he's at 8 now.
So as long as you guys can get past his soak and defense...
So what does Blast 6 mean? What does Blast 6 mean?
Why you have it?
Well, I've got 4 grenades that say that I do.
When triggered, targets engaged...
Last 24, technically, if you just throw them all at once.
When triggered, target is... Hold on, wait. Targets engaged with target suffer wounds equal to rating.
I don't know what that means.
So, okay, so what was the rating?
So, like, I just wrote 4 grenades. Each one of those apparently has a blast.
So that's an extra 6 damage that they would...
And their damage is 8.
Yeah, so they'd get an extra 6 damage.
Those in my back pocket.
Well, JP could always go, you've proven yourself a weak master, and I'm going to kill you now for it.
Yeah, because some bum...
Yeah, some bum with the sniper rifle walked in here and shot you, and now you're bleeding.
You're bleeding to death.
How did you not sense the whole kill thing?
This is gonna be sad. I gotta find another master for JP. Instead of The Apprentice, we're making a show called The Master. We're going through masters like flies. I gotta come up with a master that's like not plot relevant, because Angrel is plot relevant.
Plot deaths.
Except this one's worse.
Yeah.
This one is plot relevant to stuff for your next characters.
Oh, great.
Yay!
Like,
So, Angrel's about to fuck up my day.
no, because I can't protect them, because I have to play by my own rule in this case, which is Legends characters are fair game. Now, if you were up against Vader or the Emperor, then,
that'd be fine.
then you'd be dead, yeah. But in this case, I'm going to play fair. I'm going to see what happens. Or Kresley, I should say.
Right.
And if I recall, he still has a bonus to do something from his other thing that he never used. His last roll.
No, I thought he used it.
He didn't use it on that shot.
Oh, okay.
So he can use that to lie his ass off.
in case Angrel lives. But I'm not gonna.
I very much doubt.
If Angrel does live, I'm probably gonna have it to where JP's only unconscious. I'm not gonna kill JP while he's not here.
Yeah, at least not here to enjoy his own character death.
Yeah. So, especially since in this case he's only not here because of practice. It's not a big. That one's in the clear. I'd say we're.
Some hobo broke into the ship and shot the Lord of basically fucking evil darkness in the fucking sun.
Yeah, he's not the top game. Technically, Revan is top game. Well, future Revan, present Revan. Damn it, too many Revans.
Yeah, that's true.
The Emperor Revan.
The future Revan that became the past Revan, but is now the Emperor of the
present. Yeah. Well, let's see. 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. And Breach is the one that goes through Soak. Okay, he's still up. It's his turn. And unfortunately, you're probably the first target because you're actually here. That's the only reason. If JP was here and JP did make this action, JP would be the target. But since you're
I'm the only player character.
Yeah.
Can't action to flip him off.
You can. Let's see.
Let me just do all the bad things for survival.
Okay, well, he's going to use Force Lightning.
Oh.
Yeah, I should probably have told you. He has a pretty good force rating.
Well, I'll just have to deal with that.
But his character wouldn't know what a force rating is.
Well, also,
No one knows what...
no one knows what it is in universe, because honestly, in universe there isn't a rating system.
I've just seen this guy throw lightning around a few times. For all I know, it's like one of the little old toy guns where like you pull the trigger and it shocks the shit out of your hand.
Let's see. He's going to convert those two to dark, so that's 4 dark that he gets to use in his lightning attack.
This is gonna sting.
A little bit.
Sting.
Just a little.
It'll tickle you. Has your character experienced electroshock therapy? No?
Now you will.
Ow.
Ow. Ow.
It's most invigorating.
I should have pulled a page out of Chikara's book and just shot it with
With a missile.
I got it. His first maneuver should have been rolling a grenade up, taking aim and firing.
The thing is...
Kill him!
The thing is, he's not trying to kill JP's character.
Yeah, Chikara. Don't worry, I keep forgetting it too.
Yeah.
I only
And the
remember
problem with the
because
grenade
down.
is, like, it'll kill everyone else there.
The only way I remember it is because I wrote it down, but I don't even know if it's the right spelling. I just know that's how it's pronounced because I heard it in one of the audio recordings.
Yeah. And so, that was the main thing.
Good for us, baby.
And by us, I mean totally for me.
Had to know that.
Oh boy. So let's see. Cost him 1 out of those 4 to at least do the power. Probably going to add some damage to it because he wants to.
Yeah, I would probably do that too. If someone shot me in the... wherever I shot this guy.
Because it's a large target.
Yeah. My mistake was starting at the wrong end. I'll aim for the head if I live.
He has to also make the actual attack roll. So it might miss. And what is it? It's a 4.
4.
With a willpower of 4.
Oh dear.
Which means 4 yellow. And
This is gonna
and the
stink.
check that he's going against is this.
Yeah, this gonna hurt.
Well, considering he was caught off guard, shouldn't he at least have a setback? Magically
He's had a
caught off guard.
I mean, he's had time to kind of get caught up.
Get caught up by this person shooting you. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
I'm sorry, I tried to make a case
It's
for
okay.
you, but it didn't work.
So let's see. That's so he definitely hits at least. So that's 2, and then an advantage. All right, let's see what it does.
30 damage. Want to try and come over to the light side? We have a pothead that's really nice.
And there's actually a class that you can take that's open there.
Oh, well, that'd be nice if I live.
I meant if you don't live and you need to build a new character.
Yeah.
I think that was more of
I
the
can
invite.
help you.
Yeah, because you can build a trooper if you don't. Because there is room for that. Because nobody's played the trooper yet. Everybody's pretended to be We've had people pretend to be a trooper. Lily. But we don't have an actual trooper.
Nobody wants to be the common foot soldier.
Actually, not so bad. They actually have a pretty good storyline if you make it past this. If you make it to the game's events. Oh, let's see. So it took that much. Alright, so...
okay.
What's your soak?
Damage equal to ranks of strength per... what's your soak?
2.
Okay. So is the damage only the number... Is it only whatever that number was? Or is there an actual damage that's related to the lightning? Because I don't see one.
What does it do?
The user makes an unleash power check as ranged attack and rolls an average discipline check, which is 2 purple, for difficulty. If check succeeds and spends 2 of the force points, the attack hits. It has a range of short of base damage equal to willpower. Oh. Okay, so there's the base damage.
Hit twice, it's doubled, right?
Well, he got no. It adds 2 more to it, so it's 6 now, plus the 2 strength he put into it, so it's 8. What's your?
Well, you take 6 damage.
Yeah, you only take 6.
Soak is 2. My wounds thing is 11.
So you only take 6. You're still fine. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You're
at
better off
5.
than he is.
So should I write the
You should write the number you took.
current?
So 6.
So
That way, because it's basically you're adding up, and then once you hit that threshold, then you'd start to worry about like critical hits.
okay.
Kind of like what we did with Lily.
So since he's in short range now, because you were at a long range.
Yeah, he did shut it.
You
He
have
did close in.
no
so you could do that.
disadvantages to shooting his fucking ass with a goddamn sniper
Sniper
rifle.
rifle.
Or you could knife him. Because he's only got 4 health.
Let's see, my knife does.
You have to get past his soak and defense, so.
Yeah, I would just use the damn sniper rifle or kamikaze that shit.
So
He might survive the kamikaze.
I have frag grenades.
Yeah, that's a regular grenade,
I would
They
not
do
that.
damage of 8, but the range is short.
which means it would hit both of you.
And because Pants and Aeson isn't totally suicidal yet,
He knows better than to use it.
yeah. So I guess it's time to cap a bitch.
Wouldn't be the first time.
What do I roll again?
Was it the 2 yellow and the
Range
blue?
heavy is 2 yellow, 2 blue.
Yeah. And then, since you're in close, you get 1 purple.
That's better.
It's a lot better. He had 3 purple last time.
Yeah, I was like, just go away.
You hit, but there's also a disadvantage.
He still has 2 die he hadn't used. That's just from his regular sniper rifle. He needs to add 2 blue.
That he did.
I did. They both came
blinked.
up blank.
What I'm talking about is from a previous roll.
Oh,
Where I just.
you get at least 1 more blue.
Yeah.
Alright, I will expend that now because I'm not dealing with this bullshit.
Okay. And let's see, so that's 10, 11, 12, and you also don't have the disadvantage now. 13.
Yay, he did.
Yeah, because he took 10 more damage, because
Woo!
if I remember correctly, he only... Actually, sorry, he takes 9, because he has that defense.
Yeah.
But
He's still
that's enough. That's enough by 1. That at least puts him into critical range. So... see what he gets. Check what is 65 under critical hits.
65 under critical hits?
Yep. Or injuries, whichever one's not the... Yeah, injuries, sorry, not hits. That's spaceships. Injuries.
I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong thing.
No, that was me. I said the wrong name.
Which one?
65.
65. The target... Slightly dazed, the target is disoriented until the end of the encounter. Severity is average, and it's got 2 little...
Okay, so it would take 2 purple for him to heal.
Also disoriented.
Yep.
Doesn't disorient do something like he can't really...
Yeah. So, it's actually technically her turn now, Chikara, and she looks at you and says, go.
Got it. And he leaves.
Don't go. Kill the bitch. Kill that bitch.
That's not my job!
Your job was to kill the master.
Yep.
You didn't kill the master.
One thing.
I'll deal with...
Alright, fine.
By the way, there was a prisoner on the ship.
Yeah, he'll, running...
So, Chikara tells you where.
Okay, so he'll go...
You have clearance to let her out.
Yeah. You're with me.
Yay!
No other explanation.
Wait, are you pulling Chikara with you?
No, not Chikara.
Oh, okay. So anyways. Okay. So while you go to do that, okay, things are happening off
I
screen.
guess some random plebeian on the ship. He's saying you're my key card. Come on.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So you go off and you go do your thing. Meanwhile, 'cause that's a lot of stuff that just happened.
Target's
meanwhile,
dead.
Back with the Republic. You have 2 more Imperials that are kind of there, and they both kind of just stop flying. They realize they got left behind.
I call them both on comms and say, do you want to surrender and be prisoners of war, or do you want to die?
We'll take the prisoner option.
Fantastic. Seize them.
Yeah, you seize them. You have 2 prisoners of war.
Woo! Whoa, assassination missions are harder than I remember.
Well, yeah, especially...
And again, it was...
It's a Sith Lord.
It's a Sith Lord.
They're not meant to be easy. If they were easy, the Empire would have lost by now.
Some bum with a sniper rifle.
Yeah, if every Sith Lord could be taken down by some bum with a sniper rifle,
Everyone would do it.
Not just any bum, that's Pants.
Here, the mighty Pants.
Meanwhile, Aeson.
I think by now we would have said fuck this and left.
Actually, since nobody's really fighting anymore, goes to the planet because they still have business there.
Yeah.
Because they think there's immortality there.
Slytherin bullshit.
I don't know, there wasn't much Slytherin about that.
Oh no, that was definitely Slytherin.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Slytherin maneuvers.
Oh, but you, by the way, you do see on the monitor that a ship went onto the planet, so you know.
I don't know whose ship it is though.
You know it's not Republic or Imperial.
So, for all I know, that's just a guy who just trailed on up after the battle.
Okay.
There's not much I can do about that.
Hey everyone, thank you for checking out the video. If you enjoyed what you just saw, be sure to give us a like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't want to miss any of our content, be sure to hit the bell icon where you will be notified anytime we upload a video. Also, if you wish to watch RPG Workshop live, you can follow Studio Bastion on Twitch. There you can also enjoy his gameplay live streams and other podcasts that are in production. Also, if you like what we're doing here at Escape Reality Films, be sure to check out our Patreon and support us, and get some cool rewards in return.